Okay, real talk. We've all been there. 3 a.m., can't sleep, scrolling through travel pics and thinking, why am I looking at Sarah's cousin's boyfriend's trip to Bali when I haven't left my zip code in months? Well, time to change that. Here's my completely biased, caffeinated guide to the 10 places that'll make you want to pack your bags right away. Let's kick things off with the only man-made structure you can allegedly see from space, the Great Wall of China. Spoiler, astronauts say it isn't true, but it sounds cool, so we keep saying it. This massive stone snake stretches over 13,000 miles. That's like driving from New York City to Los Angeles, getting bored, turning around, and doing it all again? Twice. Built over 2,000 plus years by various dynasties who all shared the common goal of, please keep those nomadic raiders off our lawn, it's basically the world's biggest no trespassing sign. The best part? Every section tells a different story. Battling is where all the tourists go. Muqianyu gives you those postcard views without the crowds. Jinshanling is where the hardcore hikers flex. And Simitai at sunset? Chef's kiss, the kind of view that makes you accidentally take 87 photos of basically the same thing. Just remember, whoever said, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, never climbed these steps. Your calves will hate you, but it is all worth it. Next up is Machu Picchu, Peru. Picture this. You've hiked for days, you're sweaty, tired, and wondering if this was worth blowing your savings on. Then the clouds part, and you finally see this ancient stone city nestled between mountains like something straight out of a fantasy novel. Discovered in 1911 by Hiram Bingham, this 15th century Incan citadel sits 8,000 feet above sea level, which explains the breathtaking views and also why you're literally breathless climbing up there. The wild thing is how they built it without wheels, iron tools, or mortar. These stones are cut so precisely you couldn't slip a credit card between them. The mystery of why they abandoned it makes it even cooler. Theories range from smallpox to religious significance to the emperor wanted a fancy vacation home. Visit during shoulder season, April or May or September or October, to get one of the best experiences of your lifetime. Number 3, let's talk about the OG stadium experience, the Colosseum, Rome. Before there were 15 beers and halftime shows, ancient Romans were pioneering the art of sports and spectacle with this massive stone amphitheater. Built around 70 to 80 CE, this place could seat 50,000 spectators, basically an ancient Super Bowl venue. Except instead of watching millionaires throw balls, you watched gladiators fight to the death. Slight difference. They even flooded the damn thing for mock naval battles. That's like if Madison Square Garden decided to fill with water for a special Sharks vs. Jets matchup, but with actual sharks. The engineering is mind-blowing. They had a complex system of elevators, pulleys, and trapdoors to bring gladiators and animals into the arena, basically ancient special effects. When you visit, skip the regular entrance and buy combo tickets at nearby Palatine Hill. Same price, fraction of the line. And please, for the love of Jupiter, don't be that person who scrapes their initial into 2,000-year-old marble. No one's impressed, Brad. Next on our list is the Taj Mahal, India. If you've ever accused someone of being dramatic about a breakup, consider Emperor Shah Jahan, who was so wrecked after his wife Mumtaz died that he built what's arguably the world's most beautiful building as her tomb. This white marble masterpiece took 22 years, 20,000 workers, and 1,000 elephants to complete. Next time someone says, "I'd do anything for you," ask if they'd commission a 240-foot-tall marble monument that would bankrupt the treasury and get them imprisoned by their own son. That's the bar now, folks. The details will blow your mind. Every inch is decorated with intricate inlays of semi-precious stones, and the whole thing is perfectly symmetrical, except for one thing, Shah Jahan's tomb, which was added later. Visit at sunrise to avoid both the crowds and the brutal Indian heat. And that famous Princess Diana bench where everyone takes photos? There's actually a strategically placed reflection pool that, when the light hits just right, creates a perfect mirror image of the Taj. Instant profile pic material. Then we have Petra, Jordan. You know that scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade where they find the Holy Grail? That place is real, people. And it's just the entrance to an entire ancient city carved into rose-colored cliffs. Built by the Nabateans over 2,000 years ago, Petra was a thriving trade hub, basically the ancient world's version of a fancy truck stop, except instead of gas stations and fast food, they had temples carved into mountains. Slight upgrade. The treasury, Al-Khazneh, is what everyone comes for, but it's literally just the beginning. The site spans 60 square kilometers, with over 800 monuments. That's right, the most famous part is just the lobby. Most tourists never make it past the main street, which is like going to Disney World and only seeing Main Street USA. Pro tip, visit Petra by night when they light thousands of candles along the Sikh Canyon leading to the treasury. It's magical, romantic, and you'll feel like you're in a movie until you stub your toe on an ancient rock because you can't see where you're walking. Bring a flashlight. Number 6. The Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Now let's address the Sphinx in the room. Yes, they're smaller than you imagined from photos, but they're still absolutely mind-blowing in person. The Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. The Great Pyramid held the title of tallest man-made structure on Earth for 3,800 years. For perspective, that's like if something built today remained the tallest until the year 5,800. These massive tombs contain about 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons. They were built without modern machinery, just ramps, levers, and thousands of workers who probably didn't have a great HR department to complain to. What's truly bonkers is their precision. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy of just 3/60ths of a degree. I can't even hang a picture frame straight with a level and a laser pointer. The tourist experience is intense. Expect to be offered camel rides, authentic papyrus, and pyramid-shaped everything before you even get out of your taxi. The inside of the pyramids is hot, cramped, and smells like tourist sweat from 3,000 years of visitors. But you should still do it because, come on, it's the pyramids. Now let's switch the geographical vibe and imagine the coolest jungle playground ever. Except instead of monkey bars, there are actual monkeys running around ancient temples. That's Angkor Wat, Cambodia, a massive complex of over 1,000 temples spread across 400 square kilometers of Cambodian jungle. The main temple, Angkor Wat, is the largest religious monument in the world and appears on Cambodia's flag. That's like if the US put the Statue of Liberty on the Stars and Stripes. It's impressive, but the real showstoppers are Bayon, the one with 216 massive stone faces smiling at you like they know your secrets. And Ta Prohm, where massive tree roots are slowly eating the temple. Nature's revenge for all those trees they cut down to build it. You'll need at least 3 days to see it properly, and temple fatigue is real. Everyone does sunrise at Angkor Wat, which means hundreds of tourists silently judging each other's photography skills at 5 a.m. Try sunset at Pre-Rup instead. Equally gorgeous, way fewer selfie sticks. On number 8, we have the Grand Canyon, USA. Some places make you feel tiny in a good way, and the Grand Canyon is definitely one of them. This massive crack in the earth is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and over a mile deep. Photos don't do it justice, not even panoramas. Your brain simply can't process the scale. It's like trying to describe colors to someone who's never seen them. It's big. No, like really big. No, really, really big. See? Words fail. The canyon tells Earth's geological story spanning nearly 2 billion years, which makes your existential crisis about turning 30 seem a little silly, doesn't it? Most tourists spend about 7 minutes at the rim taking selfies before heading to the gift shop. Don't be that person. Hike below the rim, even if just for an hour on Bright Angel Trail. The rangers have a saying, going down is optional, coming back up is mandatory. But you know, not all landmarks are solid structures you can touch. Some are dancing light shows that make you question if someone slipped something into your hot chocolate. The Northern Lights. These lights occur when charged particles from the sun collide with gases in Earth's atmosphere, creating swirling curtains of green, blue, pink, and purple light. Seeing them in person is like witnessing magic. One minute you're stamping your feet in the cold, wondering why you paid good money to stand in a frozen field at 2 a.m. And the next, you're gasping as green wisps appear, building into a full-sky spectacle that makes you temporarily forget your frozen toes. The best places to see them include Iceland, Norway, Finland, Canada, and Alaska. The tricks to seeing them: 1. Go in winter when nights are long. 2. Pray for clear skies and solar activity. 3. Download an aurora forecast app. 4. Be prepared to chase them in the middle of the night. And 5. Accept that nature doesn't care about your vacation schedule and might not show up at all. Last but definitely not least, we have the Great Barrier Reef, Australia. This underwater metropolis stretches over 1,400 miles along Australia's coast and houses more biodiversity than your local zoo, aquarium, and botanical garden combined. It's home to 1,500 plus species of fish, 411 types of coral, 134 species of sharks and rays, 6 of 7 endangered sea turtle species, and countless other critters that will either make you go, "Aw," or "Oh God, what is that?" What makes it special is the immersive experience. You're not just looking at fish in a tank, you're floating in their world. One minute, you're following a clownfish. Yes, like Nemo. And the next, you're face to face with a curious sea turtle who seems to be judging your swimming technique. Climate change and coral bleaching are real threats, so visit responsibly and maybe skip the reef-toxic sunscreen. Pro tip, choose tour operators with eco-certifications who aren't just trying to cram 50 people onto a pontoon boat. And if you're not a confident swimmer, don't worry. There are glass-bottom boats, underwater observatories, and even submarine tours. Well, there you have it. 10 places that'll make your seen it list way more impressive. Which one's calling your name? Drop a comment below, and let's argue about which one should actually be number 1. Hit that subscribe button if you want more travel content.